Show me that smile again.
All right, as we promised, you know him best as Jason Seaver on the hit show Growing Pains. He's also a songwriter. He's composed theme songs for shows like Wheel of Fortune, Different Strokes, and he's at Foxwoods Casino now through November 18th. He's one of the biggest exports to come from our northern neighbors, Canada, and he joins me this morning live on the radio. We're talking about Alan Thicke. Alan, thanks for being here.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, a lot of fun going on at the Foxwoods, I hear, huh?
Yeah, Foxwoods is always a lot of fun. We're just trying to add to it by doing the Price is Right live.
Mm-hmm.
My job is, I explain to the audience every night, is to make them happy, to give them stuff, and I want them to win because it's not my money. So we're giving away more stuff than Oprah, and
wow.
It's really pretty fun. We have 1,000 people a night, and they do their come on down thing, and then we play some of the games that are so beloved on television. So great energy, great environment.
Yeah, must be fun. People can just come down and get there early, or...
Yeah, it's only $25 to get in. It's an hour's worth of pretty decent entertainment, and everybody has a chance to play. And one thing that we do that's different from the TV show is instead of recycling the same people at the beginning of the show who came down, we bring down 4 new people for every game. So it's pretty fun, and it keeps people involved and active throughout.
Well, it sounds like a lot of fun. It's at Foxwoods Casino right here in Connecticut through Wednesday, November 18th. And Alan Thicke, of course, your host there for The Price is Right. Now, Alan, you've done so much throughout your career. I mean, it's just, I mean, the resume goes on and on and on. But what was the one thing that you've done that you can say, yeah, that's the one thing I enjoyed the most?
Well, I think that hosting a talk show in Canada, which I did with some success, was a lot of fun because it was improvisational and you're really getting to be yourself. That was great fun. Hosting a failed talk show in the States, which I did called Thick of the Night.
Right, I remember that.
Less fun. So something has to be successful, I think, for it to be a lot of fun. And Growing Pains was about as much fun as I could have as an actor.
Mm-hmm.
I did a film this summer that I quite enjoyed with Will Ferrell and Jeremy Piven. It's out now on DVD called The Goods. In fact, it's showing in our hotel room at Foxwoods. But that was a lot of fun because these guys are so improvisational. And it's an interesting, electrifying way to work. You really got to be on your toes, and so I enjoyed that. But the fun of my career, frankly, has been the variety of it all.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. I mean, singing, dancing, comedy, hosting game shows, things like that. Thick of the Night. Now, you mentioned Jason Seaver.
Can't keep a job. That's what that means.
Well, you mentioned Jason Seaver, your character on Growing Pains, and everybody remembers, Mike Carroll, clean up your room, Mike Carroll. But you were voted by TV Guide as like one of the ranked 34 of all-time great TV dads.
That was an honor to be in that group. The TV dads are a staple of the medium, and I've always been proud of what Growing Pains stood for and the values and the lessons. It's not reality any more than reality shows are.
Well, how would your kids rate you on that scale? Would you make it up that high?
I'll tell you what, I have now. You've just given me an opening to promote my new book. I'm commuting to New York on my days off to do the Today Show and The View and promote my book, which is called How to Raise Kids Who Won't Hate You.
Right.
And I know that they'd at least give me top 50. I've managed to maintain great relationships with my kids. Not that we did everything right. The book is really about a combination of the things we did right and the things that I blew. But nevertheless, we have great relationship and a lifelong love affair at the end of the day. And that's what the book is about. So I think they'd give me a reasonable endorsement. They'd probably say that I wasn't strict enough. They don't tell you that until after they've left the nest.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Alan. We're talking this morning with actor Alan Thicke. The book is called How to Raise Kids Who Won't Hate You, and your son Robin seems to be, kind of following in your footsteps, huh?
Well, he's followed in my footsteps, only with much larger shoes.
Well, I think you know what it is? When your dad is Alan Thicke, it doesn't get much better than that. You know what I'm saying, Alan?
Yeah, well, that's a compliment, but he's certainly done that. He's a wonderful artist, a fine young man. He's just, I couldn't be prouder of Robin. His level of talent skips a generation.
Well, you continue to keep yourself busy. I caught you on How I Met Your Mother on CBS on Monday night. And
yeah, that's fun to do.
Yeah, so you're all over the place. It's Alan Thicke, and he's at Foxwoods Casino through November 18th, hosting, of all things, The Price is Right. So come on down and see Alan Thicke. And Alan, it's been great having you on the program today. And
thanks for having me.
Keep up whatever you do. I mean, you have so many things to do, so many avenues to go. Just keep plugging away, Alan. You're the best.
Well, I sure appreciate that. Thanks for having me, and by all means, come down and say hello. We're having a ball till the 18th.
All right, Alan. Thank you very much. Alan Thicke with us this morning.
Okay, thanks a lot. Yeah.